Bill Maher reacts to Larry David's insulting op-ed comparing Trump to Hitler. Not my favorite moment of our friendship. Comedian Bill Maher candidly responded to Larry David's satirical essay comparing President Trump to Adolf Hitler. The Club Random podcast host, who labeled the politician as gracious and measured following a meeting in March, was forced to address David's remarks on Thursday's episode of Piers Morgan and Censored. "This wasn't my favorite moment in our friendship," he shared, explaining he didn't want to get into the drama too deeply, but argued that David was wrong for playing the Hitler card. "The minute you play the Hitler card, you've lost the argument," Maher, 69, added. "Also, I must say, come on man, Hitler, Nazis? Nobody has been harder on and more pressing about Donald Trump than me." The talk show host continued, referring to his past criticism of the 47th president. "I don't need to be lectured on who Donald Trump is. Just the fact that I met him in person didn't change that. And the fact I reported honestly is not a sin either. But to use the Hitler thing, first of all, I think it's kind of insulting to 6 million dead Jews," Maher said, referring to the Holocaust. "That should kind of be in its own place in history. It's an argument you kind of lost," he added. "It's not completely logically fair, but Hitler has really kind of got to stay in his own place. He is the greatest of all time of evil, and we're just going to have to, I think, leave it like that." Reps for David, 77, weren't immediately available to Page 6 for comment. Earlier this week, the Curb Your Enthusiasm star slammed Maher in an opinion piece published in the New York Times. David wrote about a man who was invited to dinner with the world's most reviled man, Adolf Hitler, and finds the latter to be personable despite having previously disagreed with the dictator. "Here I was, prepared to meet Hitler, the one I'd seen and heard, the public Hitler," he wrote. "But this private Hitler was a completely different animal. And oddly enough, this one seemed more authentic, like this was the real Hitler. The whole thing had my head spinning. I'm so thankful I came. Although we disagree on many issues, it doesn't mean that we have to hate each other. I gave him a Nazi salute and walked out into the night," the actor added. While David didn't refer to Maher or Trump, the Times opinion editor Patrick Healy made the comparison in an article published on April 21st. David's inspiration for the piece seemingly stemmed from Maher's description of meeting Trump on March 31st during an episode of his Real Time with Bill Maher series earlier this month. During the episode, Maher claimed that the guy he met wasn't the same man people see in the news and referred to him as gracious and measured.